The Alutgama violence took place in 2014. The coexistence and peace that we had been enjoying after the war that prolonged for 3 decades was severely disrupted. The properties and belongings worth millions of rupees were destroyed. Several economical sources were ruined, some lives were lost, and many others were made disabled in the violence that was known as Black June. Although years have elapsed since this devastation took place, those who triggered the violence or those who took part in the atrocities have not been arrested up to now. While the deep scars left by the previous violence are yet to be cured, there is fear that the prevailing condition might cause another bloodbath in this country. Recently, a number of scattered violence and repressive activities have been intentionally unleashed against the Muslims. Particularly, the masjids are targeted. The Buddhist extremists blaspheme the God, His Messenger, Islam and the Quran.
දැන් මාණික්ක මඩු විහාරයට කියනවා චෛත්‍යයට කියනවා ඒක මායා මඩුවලු අල්ල දෙවියන්ගේ ලබ්බක් තියනලු එතන අල්ලෙක් කියලා එකක් ඇත්තෙත් නැහැ හැබැයි උගේ ලබ්බක් තියනලු එතන.
They intentionally set fire to the places of business of Muslims. They obstruct the religious observances of the people. They have been propagating fabricated allegations and rumors. They raise a great hue and cry, violating the law and order in the country. Obviously, they have been causing a threat to the national security and peace in the island. Their attempt is to drag the Muslims into violence once more. The Muslims who have already suffered a lot are in fear that violence could break out at any moment. If the attacks and disturbances that are being carried out continue, another violence would be inevitable. Why is the government showing reluctance to control the tension that has been prevailing at present? Why are the police inactive to arrest those who violate law and order? On the part of law and justice, why are they silent in ensuring security in this country? Are they waiting until the commencement of violence? Have our ministers and leaders of the community made complaints to the authorities regarding the worsening situation in the country? Have they taken any measures to arrest the situation? While talks and discussions are in progress, the violence and attacks are carried out at an alarming speed. Since the previous regime unleashed racism in the country, the minorities along with the Buddhist people caused the change of government. They were in the favor of the government of good governance, with the great expectation that they would be able to enjoy coexistence and peace in this country. If racism raises its ugly head even during the good governance, there will be a mess in this country. It is the responsibility of the government of good governance to keep the Buddhist extremists who have been looking out for an opportunity to unleash more violence on Muslims under control and ensure peace and coexistence in the nation.
Knowledge Box, the value-based media network.